Sorry about that. All right. Okay, good morning, good Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And I was going through what we were talking about before we were recording, going through a lot of my lesson plans that I have collected over the years. And this particular one was, I'm sure, at a yoga retreat by my teachers, Swami Jaidev and Ma Devi. But this particular one, Swami Jaidev was teaching it. And it's quite long, so I'm not really prepared to go through all of this stuff, but there's going to be a time where I'm going to go through this because it was very, very good. But what he was saying in between all of this was, I think, the most important part. And one of them, as he started, was you do a posture, you do it again, which is what we've been doing for a lot of years. We do it twice or 3 times. And that second and that third time is the time where you really come into the body and become internal and feel the posture, how it feels for you. And the main thrust of some of this stuff is not necessarily getting that posture to be that perfect model look, you know, that we all see in the yoga journals and such and books, but it's what's best for you and then how it's adapting to your particular body. So it's why we stand and observe after we do a certain series. Another thing he said, if you can kind of keep some of this in mind today, is ask your body to release any tension or body pain. So if there's a particular posture that we're doing and you feel that familiar twinge or that tightness or that uncomfortableness, if you go into the mindfulness aspect of it and say, let it go or release or soften, you know, some of those words that we're associated with, that we don't associate with pain or discomfort, can kind of help relax the body and go through it. Another thing was, joining the mind with movement. So the word yoga means to unite. So that's on a very esoteric, higher level, meaning uniting our mind with the universal mind or the divine concept. But when we drop it down into yogic postures, we're working on more on the physical level here. We're making that mind understand the movement and to actually really feel it. So when we do that, we're bringing optimal health and wellness, you know, into our mind-body complex. So that's what I'd like to work on today. You know, especially when we're entering the holidays, this is kind of the gateway into our, you know, our holiday season. And we lose sight of this so easily because we do get distracted, even though maybe we're not meeting personally. The energy still exists. And I think we all have realized that through Zoom, that it works. We know that the energy doesn't have to be a physical presence. It can be, because energy travels into infinity, as do our chakras. So this complex that we have here is always being extended out in every single direction, this way too, and this way, and that, you know, every direction is extended. So we feel each other's presence even when they're in California or if they're on the East Coast, whatever. That's why virtual classes actually are being so popular now, because we're understanding this concept. So with that, let's come to our center and just take a moment to kind of digest some of those concepts. They sound easy, but when you get into it, it's going to take a little bit of effort, a little bit of mental agility. So close your eyes, go to your breath, and bring to mind joining the body with movement and feeling it. And then ask the mind to release any tension in the body right here and now. So go to your diaphragmatic breathing and incorporate that into the breath. So what we'll do is keep your eyes closed, sit up good and tall. We'll kind of take a few seconds with this and go to that sweeping breath, exhaling from the crown of your head down the width of the body, down the legs and out the toes. And then inhale back up and out the crown. So those joining the mind with movement, that can be your inhale. And the exhale would be releasing that tension. So exhale it out and inhale the thought of joining. One's a release, one's a join. Now give yourself a few extra seconds to systematically relax the body. Start with the face and move the eyebrows and move the mouth and relax the whole face and the top of the shoulders and your arms. And then the chest and belly and pelvic area. And then run it down both your legs into your feet, not your toes, and just relax into this. Keep the spine nice and strong and straight. And then from this place of centeredness, let's begin our practice. So gently open your eyes. And bring your hands to your heart center and just gently press the palms together all the way to the heels of the palm and each knuckle on the fingers. You want to press each one into each other. And then we're going to interlace and give them a good tight squeeze. And then release, bend them up. And then switch your finger interlace, switch it down a finger, and then do the same thing. Squeeze. And then stretch. And then just release from there. Just let me check something here real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. I just had to double check the recording. So starting with the forehead, we're just going to brush that energy off and, reduce the wrinkles, the worry lines, the tension. And then the first finger and the thumb just runs along that bony ridge of the eye socket. And as repetitive as these small motions and movements can be, they're so highly effective. They're so wonderful for our general well-being. Just easy, simple things like this. And then run the first finger on the lower eye socket. Just kind of flick it off toward the temple. And then on the sinus massage. This is always a good one. And then the big U under the cheekbones. Nice. Keep the jaws relaxed. And then massaging the temples. And then the other way. And then let's just do a quick massage right along the hairline. Just kind of scratch or rub. And then go follow it all the way under. All right, and then tap the crown. Tap the upper lip. Lower jaw. Along the jawline toward the ear. Soft jaw. And then let's work with the ears. So pull down on the earlobe, work your way up. And then give them this massage that inner ear. And then rub behind the ear. Okay. Alrighty. Adjust your posture again. And bring your chin to your chest. Adjust the shoulders one more time. Roll them back and down. Soften them. And let the head get good and heavy. And roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the left arm, cup the wrist under. And then gently release. All right. Left to left. And drop your right arm, cup the wrist under. And then back to your center. We're going to bring chin to chest again and one neck roll. So take your time. And this is the time when you really want to feel it, particularly working with the neck. All right, let chin to chest. Adjust your posture again, shoulders back and down, head gets heavy again. All right, and then come back to seated. Okay, we're going to take a little diversion from what we normally do and work a little bit with isometrics. So seated on your chair, hands underneath your chair, and you want to pull up. So all the tension is in the arms and shoulders. So you're trying to like lift your chair up off the floor. And we're going to hold it for about 10. Release it. We're going to do everything twice. So this time pull up and then go to those things that we were centering with. Joining the movement with the mind, releasing any pain or discomfort. Let your mind bypass it. And let that go. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Shake it out in between each time we do a movement. All right, now the hands are on the chair. You're going to press down opposite way. So still arms and shoulders, about 10. All right, relax it. All right, 10 more. And relax it, shake it out. All right, hands on the bottom of your chair. We're going to pull out like you're trying to expand the chair, make it wider. Okay, release it. And again. And release it. Shake that out. All right, the same thing on the side of your chair. Now you're going to press in, like you're trying to squeeze the chair. Relax it. Try it again. All right, relax that, shake that out. Okay, one more. So in between the legs, seat of the chair, press down. Relax, press down. And relax that, shake that out. All right, the other side of that is pull up. And notice the different muscle groups that you feel doing this. Very interesting, very simple. It's like weight training without the weights. And then release it. And then one more time, almost done. Pull up. And release that. Okay, shake that out. Let's just take a few seconds and observe that. So for me, my whole upper body is just kind of buzzing. So I've brought a lot of energy into that. Okay, let's work a little bit with the wrists. So shake them out any way you want. And then let's work with each digit. So start right at the lower thumb knuckle and give it a really firm rub all the way up to the tip and then press it off. And just do that each finger. And make sure you're pulling it off. Keep the finger limp when you're doing it. And go to the other hand. Okay, if you're done, shake them out again a little bit. A little rub. Okay, come to standing. Let's do our Tuesday sun cell. And come into that mountain pose. All right, hands to your heart center if you're ready. I'll wait a bit till you get your chairs. All right, nice and slow. Make this one as mindful as possible. Bring those concepts into mind, press forward. And understand what this feels with your particular body today at this moment. Forward fold. Right foot back into that lunge. Down dog. Come up on the toes. And then drop the heels, spread the toes. Cobra. If you do the cobra flow, go back to down dog. Go back to down dog. Plant your heels and breathe as if you're breathing up and down the spinal column. And feel that. Right foot forward, working with that left lunge. Or left side, I should say. Forward fold. And come up. To the heart. And take a moment to observe. Okay. Use the back of your chair. And we'll travel down the body into the legs for knee swirls. Reverse it. And then release it, other side. And reverse. All right, shake it out a little bit, go right to dancing knees. Get them going fast. Maybe we should call these COVID knees. No, don't do that. Not a good idea. Okay, shake that out. Let's work with a variation of triangle. So you're just going to step wide. You can take your chairs away, probably for now. And arms at a T, right to left. And center, left to right. And center. All right, let's add the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now let the breath initiate the movement. Inhale, then move. Or exhale, sorry. Inhale, then move, and then switch. One more right and left. Focus on the breath. Become a little bit more internal. This is when you can marry the breath and the movement and the mind all together, and then release from there. We're going to do that same concept in churning. So we've got the energy moving. Let's come to seated, and we're going to continue with that right, left twisting, letting the breath initiate the movement, and then marrying the movement, breath, prana, and awareness. Let's do it. All right, arms out at a T. Right to left again. And back to center and switch. So then all of a sudden, it doesn't necessarily become all primarily about the movement. It's almost an internal witness. All right, let's do one more right and left. Very mindful. Breath leads, body follows. Come to the center, exhale, release. Hug knees to chest. All right, legs out into a V again. And we'll go into simple head to knee. So tuck the right heel into the left, spin to your left, inhale up, and then just gently lower down toward that left foot or leg. So we won't go real deep today. Make this very soft, enjoyable, and internal, whatever that means to you. Keep your eyes on your toes. Now bring your right arm up. Now let the breath initiate the arm back to the foot or leg. Let's try that again. Right arm up. Breath leads it up there. And then let the breath lower. And then come up. Okay, let's try the same thing on the other side. So twisting to the right now and coming down. So we're not working with deepening this posture. We're just working with more of the subtleties of it. Understanding how the body feels within rather than always without. And then breath initiates, left arm up. Exhale, lower it back. Keep the focus on the breath moving it. Okay, try it again. Inhale, move. Exhale, lower. Okay, come up. Stay in that internal witness phase. Bend your knees. We're going to go into modified turtle. And this is kind of what turtle is designed for, is to bring your awareness in. You know, when you go into the full posture, we won't today, but the full posture is that very internal with a shell on your back, fully protected. And this is where you can ask your body to release any tension or any pain or any discomfort. Go right in here, stay in your internal witness mode. And then come out of turtle. And now we're going to open it up. So go right into tabletop. So this is the opposite. Now we're bringing the awareness out. Okay, drop to your hips. If you can do this part, just cross your legs and transition to all fours. And let the breath initiate your cat stretch. So exhale, then move. And inhale, then move. All right, go back to all fours. Right arm to the ear extended out, left leg straight back. Bring the belly into the spine, tighten the core, move from the center of the body. Bring your attention at the Manipura chakra, that energy center at the navel. And move in every direction from there. It's a whole different concept. Okay, release it and try that same process with the other side. Get into the posture, work with the center of the body, spread it out in every direction. All right, release. Take a child's pose. And this is another, not only rest, but introspection. Arms at a T. Inhale up onto your knees, overhead, prayer flow. And then modified camel. So hands at the waist, hips forward, shoulders and head back. And then come up slowly. We're going to take just a quick rabbit. Hips stay up, top of the head to the floor, just gently, no pressure. And then go into that modified camel again. Secure the hips, press them forward, come back. And then take a rabbit. And slowly come up. And let's use the seat of your chair. I did tell you to put them away, but let's use the front of the seat for prayer twist. So we'll step that right foot forward and just brush the knee or shin onto the edge of the chair. We'll get this far. I'll wait for you to get ready. And I like this version of it because you can put a little pressure on the chair and work with the twist a little bit deeper. So once you're set, hands to your heart, we'll do the simple version right to right. And palms together, get the elbow up and look up. So you're going to twist at the waist and look at the ceiling. Let the knee balance you. Now center and left to right. Twist deeper in the waist, look up. And then open the arms. Palms touch, come to your center. Overhead stretch, reach, and back bend. All right, let's release out of that and switch sides. So step that left one, hands to the heart, and left to left. And switch. Remember, those transitions are equally as important and mindful. So it's not a matter of getting there, it's how you get there. As it is for any journey. Open it. And then close it, come to center. Let's step out of that and go right onto your backs. Okay, let's end class with a fuller version of moving yoga. So if you would extend your legs straight on the floor, arms out at a T, and we're going to bring that right heel up into the hip, and your foot is close to the left leg, and we're dropping the knee out to the right and then back to center. We'll go about maybe about 15 to 20 times. So the movement is brisk, let's use that term. Exhaling down and inhaling up. So we're not working with the breath moving the body, we're working in tandem. But still keep your focus on the breath rather than the knee moving. All right, let's do a couple more. Straighten your leg out. Bring your awareness into that whole right side. And then don't dally too long. Bend the left knee and then start on the left side. Same breath work. All right, couple more. Straighten it out. All right, bend both knees, both of them to the right and center. Go right to the left. Right and left. When your knees are right, arms overhead. When your knees are left, palms down by the hips. Turn your head opposite the knees. All right, one more right and left. All right, go into Shavasana only for a second or two. And we're going to rest in a posture. So if you would bend your knees, but bring your feet separated wide, And sweep your arms overhead, palms up. Drop both of those knees to the right and look left, and we're going to hold it here and rest. We're going to switch to the left, but let the breath lead. Arms down by your side, palms down. Let the breath lead. Slowly transition into full Shavasana and begin your sweeping breath. Exhaling from the crown down the width of the body, out the toes. And inhaling up the legs, through the width of the body, out the crown. And let it enter and travel and be the witness of the breath through its journey through the body. Bring your awareness fully into the body. Thank your body for coming to class today, for taking care of it and taking care of the people that you do in your lives. And gently roll to your left side and come back to seated. And then giving eternal thanks for our health and wellness and the friendship and the community that we're participating in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.